So many to choose from.
Oh, I know.
It's nice when you have multiple good memories like that.
Especially it's like 25 shows.
Absolutely. So of all those 25 shows, do you have any fond audience reactions? Because that's the beauty of live theater. You never know what's going to happen.
Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on here. There was this one time, I believe it was, what was it? It was Alone Together. And we were, we were on a show and we were backstage and stuff. And one of the actors actually came in backstage and he's like, I'm really distracted. There's something going on at the audience. And we were just like, what's going on? He's like, I don't know, but like I almost lost the line. It was just like I could see something. And so we radioed up to the box. And so sure enough, there was actually a couple. And I guess it must have been their date night. So I'll leave that to your imagination what they were doing. So we were all laughing backstage. But I mean, oh my goodness. So that was probably one of my fond memories. And the other one was actually, I was working on Ladies Foursome last year, and we just tried to keep everything simple backstage where, we didn't have 1,000 people running back and forth, and because it was such a small show, but there was a lot of cues and a lot of scenes. And so I just said, you know what, I'll just be assistant stage manager since I'm already back here, doing hair and makeup, and I stay. So so I have to race from stage right to stage left and make sure I would open the curtains for the ladies because they had these golf carts and, all of that. And I don't know what happened, and I must have almost missed it, and I had to run to the other end. And I just almost reached the curtains, but not quite. And one of the actors were coming, and she had a drink in her hand, and she smashed it against the curtain, and her golf cart was just poof, right on the floor. And I'm like, so, and ever since then, every show, instead of her having the golf cart in front of her, she would actually kick the curtains just to make sure that I was there if she didn't see me. So that was hilarious, and that kind of stayed for the entire rest of the run with Ladies Foursome.
I love live theater because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So you've told me some of the things that kind of, the things that went wrong or right, or, the kind of, when it's live, it sounds like, we all kind of pull together and support one another and catch those things so that the audience never even knows. We may know, we'll laugh backstage. Can you think of the rehearsal process and some of your favorite parts of how that proceeds?
You know what, I love every single second of that process, even from the time they come into audition all the way to the closing party. I just love the entire experience and just watching it come all together.
And when working with the director and creative team, what's your approach?
To me, it's a lot of mutual respect that you have to come to them with, because if you don't have that mutual respect and just a good work ethic, it's going to be not a great show, and you just don't want to be there.
And your approach to producing, is it similar?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to think I'm really easygoing so people can, approach me if they have any issues. I'm always here. I'll, try to come at least, I think we have 3 rehearsals a week, and I try to come to at least 2, and then, just check in with everybody, see how they're doing, if they need anything. Always make sure there's food at the table so, they're not grumbling and grumpy and...
Nothing worse than starving actors.
Right?
And not a lot of people may be aware of what a producer actually does.
Everything. I was having a conversation just now with somebody, and, it's just you have to be 10 steps ahead of everybody else. And, I just love that process so much, because it's just, you have so much creative responsibilities, I guess you can say. And it's just, just having a good relationship with everybody, to me, is just so important, right from the director all the way down to, the actor or set designer. It's just everybody. I just like to have a good relationship and rapport with everybody that I work with as a producer.
And one of those ways is, I know you've said, I've been there, where you fed us and made sure that we were not starving. Would you have any advice for people interested in volunteering in community theater, or for recent theater school grads?
I think really it's just have fun with it. Don't take it as serious. And, the minute you start taking it super serious is when you just stop loving it, I think, in my experience. So it's just, come, just have fun with it, ask questions, just watch and learn, and it's just, this community's like so fantastic and just so inclusive of, everybody and everything. And that's what I love about Scarborough. So it's just, just come and join us and, get involved, ask questions.
And keep learning and putting your hand up, right?
Yeah.
So what about theater? It sounds like, you got involved, and it just, like many of us, got the theater bug. What about theater's always going to be important to you?
Community. Like I said, previously, it's just, I love that it's just so inclusive to everybody. You just come in, you really don't have experience, and it's like, well, can I shadow you? Okay, sure. And it's just, that's what I love. Like, they never say no to anybody.
Wonderful. So I'm so pleased to hear your journey, and the talent that you bring. And do you have anything that you're working on now or in the not too distant future?
Well, actually, I'm scheduled to produce Scarborough Theatre Guild's Christmas show. I think it's called Christmas Spirit, and that's directed by Kevin Shaver. And of course, because I like torture, I'm doing another back-to-back. So I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be producing Scarborough Players in Inspector Calls, and that is with Joseph Van Veen.
Wonderful.
That's what I have scheduled.
Exciting. So we'll see as the theater world continues to progress and evolve where that goes. So stay tuned. And Darlene, thank you for joining us.
Thank you
It
for
was
having
wonderful and exciting to hear your history and how you came to be with theater, with Scarborough Theatre Guild, with Theatre Scarborough, and getting involved with all the groups. So thank you, and thank you for inspiring us. So, and thank you for joining us.